The next thing I'd like to show you using Google is a Google form. I traditionally have used a survey at the beginning of the year for students to fill out, but I have since converted it into an online Google form. And with our students all having a laptop, this saves paper and still allows me to collect the information. So I'm going to first show you my already created form, and then I'm going to show you how to create one. So the first thing in my Google Drive, I'm going to have to scroll down. I named it Student Information right here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So here are all the questions. The stars means that they are required. You get to determine that, and I'll show you how to do that. But this includes all the questions that I'd like to ask my students at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you how to create your own Google form. So first I'm going to start with a blank one. I'm going to call it Student Information Survey. You can make a description, and then you can select your answers, or your questions, and then how the answers can be collected. So the first thing is going to be the student's first name. So it can either be multiple choice, which obviously wouldn't work, a checkbox, a drop down, a linear scale. There's all kinds of different formats. So I'm going to make it short answer because their name should be a short answer. And down here, I'm going to say that this is a required question. The students must answer this question. Then I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to get another question. But instead of first name, now I want last name. And short answer, and it is still required. I'm going to duplicate it in the next question, and then I'm going to call it nickname. What do they like to be called? That again is going to be a short answer. Still required. I'm going to duplicate for another question. This question is going to be book number. That way I have a digital copy of each book and which student it is assigned to. That again will be short answer. There's all different options over here about adding a question, adding a title. You can add an image or a video for students to watch first, add another section. There's all sorts of options. The next question is going to be their birthday. Now this will be a date. So they'll be looking for a date for the response. That's going to be a required question. I'm going to add another question, and I'm going to ask what grade they are in. Now this is going to be a multiple choice question because obviously they can only be in one of 4 grades, 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th. So I'm going to add these options. So that's their multiple choice. I'm going to add another question. Who lives at your house? So who is at home with them? Is it mom? Is it dad, aunt, uncle, brother, cousin? I'm going to have that be in a paragraph. That way for those students who do have larger families or who share houses back and forth, they have room to be able to answer all of that. That again is going to be a required question, and so on and so on. And all of this gets saved right to your Google Drive. You can change the color. You can preview it so that you know what it's going to look like. And there's all sorts of other settings. So that's the basics on how to create a Google